On to a whole new set of brand new challenges on OIP, and this comes from, I believe, one of our newer problem owners on the network. This is, of course, I'm referring, of course, to our friends from the Jurong barrels and drums industry. So we're talking about the drum recycling industry, and they have two problems here today. So we're going to take them one by one. So we'll let our friends from Jurong Barrels present the first challenge, then followed by the second challenge. So after the first challenge, we have a Q&A, followed by the second challenge and a Q&A, right? So that we don't mix up the information across both challenges. So our speakers from Jurong Barrels and Drums Industry. So we have a tech team today. We are very, very happy to have the partners with us today. First of all, I'd like to introduce Mr. Gilbert Quack, General Manager of Jurong Barrels. And Gilbert has been with Jurong Barrels for 5 years and has part of the management team. He overlooks the entire operation and assists in the company's expansion process. So Gilbert has, over 30 years of experience in the manufacturing sector. So welcome, Gilbert. And I'd like to also welcome your partner with you. And he's, of course, Mr. Jerome is the Finance and Admin Manager for Jurong Barrels. And Jerome has experience in financial analysis and over 10 years of experience in accounting role. And as the management consultant, the management accountant for Jurong Barrels, Jerome oversees the finance and admin aspects of the company. So basically, if you have any money-related questions for this challenge, right, please direct them to Jerome, right? And we'll spare Gilbert from money questions. Okay, the first challenge that Jurong Barrels is presenting is on to detect, assess, and automate industrial drum cleaning system. So the problem statement is quite simple. It says, how might we improve the cleaning process through automated assessment and detection of reconditioned industrial drums? So ladies and gentlemen, I'll present from Jurong Barrels, Mr. Gilbert Quack and Mr. Liang Jerome. Take it away, Gilbert and Jerome.
Thank you. We'd like to just share, Jurong Barrels is a leading company in Singapore, specializing in reconditioning of metal drums and plastic containers. So what we do is actually we buy in used drum, we will wash it, paint it, and we will sell it. So this is just a very simple process. But with this simple process comes a lot of difficulty we saw. So the first one is we are looking for technology that aids in interior drum inspection. So this is the first challenge. So we are looking at rusty interior and or any rubbish inside. So just very simple. So this is to allow our colleagues. So okay, the drums are typically around 90 centimeters tall. So average workers is about 1.7 meters. So 90 centimeters, we have to bend down. And take a look. So maybe could I share a slide first? Okay, so sorry, let me start again. So these are some of the products that we have. We usually get this in used condition. We will wash it and we paint it for the steel drum. Yeah. Okay, some of the certification that we have. Okay, so this is steel drum production process. So we will collect used drums. We will remove the label sticker. We will wash internally and exterior. Then we will paint it and get it ready for delivery. So, okay, this is the first challenge that we have. Okay, we are looking for something to inspect, like rusty interior or any rubbish that's inside the drum. So basically, this is the drum size. Okay, about 88 to 90 centimeters tall. So typical employee have to bend over using a torchlight to look at what is inside. Yeah, so which is not very good for the back. After like one working day, I think they might feel not very comfortable. So we're trying to find something that so that our colleagues do not have to bend down, something that they can just search and help us detect the rusty interior or any rubbish that's inside. So this is the first challenge. So we think it's kind of simple process, but sometimes it's not that simple after all. Okay, so can we move on to the second one?
Jerome, you want to present the second challenge, is it?
Yep.
Oh, because actually we would like to actually this is the all for the first challenge, but basically we want to take the Q&A for the first question now lah, so that we don't confuse the audience and then we have cross questions about. So we'd like to actually invite the floor right now to pose questions on this first challenge. Yeah. So I'm going to open up the session now to the floor so that we can ask questions for our friends from Jurong Barrels, Gilbert and Jerome, on the first challenge, which is about how may they improve the cleaning process through automated assessment and detection of reconditioned industrial drum. Is that correct, Jerome? This is a challenge, right? Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to open the questions to the floor, and I'm just going to look for. Okay, if nobody asks question, I'm going to arrow already. Okay, I'm going to. Oh yes, we have a question from Rachel Yo. Okay, Rachel is asking, are you able to share what are some of the adhesives that you use in your process?
Okay, for the cleaning of this or reconditioning of these type of drums, okay, we are using detergent to clean the internal as well as external, the mix of also kerosene. Okay, and after the first wheel cleaning, the final stage of the cleaning internally is actually add in some of the anti-rust chemical to protect the drum.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the internal cleaning.
Okay. Actually, Gilbert, I suspect Rachel is interested in know, because you want to remove the stickers, right? So what is the glue, the kind of glue used for the stickers? You want to know that? Yeah.
I think the removal sticker will be the second part. So are we or should we go to the second portion first rather than this internal cleaning first? I think your mic is mute, Billy.
Oh, sorry, the same problem of Zoom, always on mute. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, so I just want to clarify. This is the system to help in the cleaning, right? Automate the cleaning of the industrial drum, is it? This is the first challenge, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you wanted to go on to the second challenge now, is it?
No, okay, sorry, Billy, let me answer some of the questions first.
Yeah.
So for this first challenge, right, we just need to look for interior inspection. Because exterior
inspection, is it?
Yeah, exterior usually we do by physical check. Visible checks.
Oh, okay. Oh, so okay. So basically, actually, so I suspect this challenge is the title Smart Quality Assurance for Industrial Drum Cleaning System. Is this a challenge?
Yeah.
So how may we? So the problem statement was, how may we create an automated defect detection and quality control system to maximize accuracy of QA checks for incoming drums? Is this the one?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, sorry. So my mistake. Sorry, I kind of got it up. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the first challenge from Jurong Barrels and Drums Industry is the Smart Quality Assurance for Industrial Drum Cleaning System. And it says, how might we create an automated defect detection and quality control system to maximize accuracy of QA checks for incoming drums? So basically, we want an intelligent way to inspect the drums before cleaning, right? Is that correct, Jerome and Gilbert?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So we'll try to take questions for this current topic right now before we move on to the second topic. Would that be okay? So we don't, don't be like me, I very blur, so we kind of mix up the questions. Okay. So yeah.
Sorry. Let me just reply some of the questions. So just need something to inspect the interior. Exterior usually we do it by physical checks. Visually, using our visual check. Okay. Then,
So just to verify, which question is this right now, Jerome? Oh, this is the Ajit's question, right? Okay. Because I have to go and click answer live so that we don't repeat the question. Okay. So we are looking for internal inspection of the drum. We want an intelligent way of inspecting so that the workers don't have to bend over all the time to physically check. That's the thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So Varun also, so Varun's question is the main challenge is only to solve two problems, right? Detecting rust and rubbish. Is that true, Gilbert and Jerome?
Yes.
Okay, so Varun, you win 10 points for that very, very interesting question. Okay. Okay, coming up next, we have, let's see, Edmund. Okay, Edmund has a question. Do the internals of all the drums have the same color if there's no rubbish?
No. Okay. Basically,
so all colors we have,
maybe let me elaborate. For steel drum itself, there are naked steel color. There's unlined, they put it. So there are also line drums painted internally. So I think market average there's about 6 color. So if
colors,
the color is whatever there is color, the whole drum internally will be the same color. Okay.
Okay. Basically, whatever system we're using needs to detect the rubbish and the rust against this kind of color background. So you need to differentiate the color background and the rubbish and all that. Okay, we get it. Okay. Interesting question from Wen Qi Lo, and she's asking, is there any other object you want to detect besides rust and rubbish in the drum?
Okay. Internally, we need to detect mainly rust, rubbish, because rust there's a different color. Once you visual check or detect, it will be in a different, become a two-color metal.
Okay.
So any equipment or any process that are able to detect this difference internally.
Okay. Okay, maybe I try to add on to Wen Qi's question, because I realized maybe she's asking, what about defects? Do you want this interior check to also detect defects?
Interior defect, not really.
Not really, okay.
Yeah, because visual defect is more important. Once there's any defect based on picture, you can see or color.
Okay. Okay, so for this purpose, we don't need to check for defects, just rust and rubbish internally.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
And we have a question from Anonymous. It says, regarding the interior inspection, which are the areas that you want to inspect? Does it include the top and the bottom?
If I can inspect the top and the bottom, that would be best.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Anonymous, it'll be fantastic if your solution can do all this, right? Inspect the top and bottom.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
That's cool. Okay. And let's see, let's go on to a question from Joel. Oh, Joel asked a question that I also wanted to ask. Okay. Normally, what types of rubbish will there be in the drums? And secondly, do you use an automated assembly line or washing line system? Wow, very cheap, Joel.
Okay. Talking about the rubbish, I think in manufacturing or from the end user, after they use the drum, there are people tend to throw rubbish inside and throw it into the dustbin. So it's very convenient for them. So we will not be able to tell you that what are the type of rubbish. There is paper, there's metal cap, there's cable tie.
Yeah, sounds very chapalang. Everything people can throw, they throw inside.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now what about the second question from Joel? Do you use an automated assembly line or washing line system?
We have a semi-automated washing line. But before we go to the washing line, all the inspection and suction, all this, you manual.
Okay, thank you, Gilbert. Wow, I think you have a very, very interesting audience here today, because they're asking a lot of tough questions. Okay, this one comes from Anonymous. What is the criteria for rust detection? Is it the size or the location, etc.?
Okay, for size detection, actually, for the rust detection, actually, more on the size.
More on the size, okay.
Yes, because it can be anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Gilbert. So another question, this is from Jun Da Ng, and it says, what is the cycle time of the current inspection operation?
The cycle time on my current inspection. Okay, based on the visual inspection, my cycle time is about 3 seconds. Cycle
time is 3 seconds. Just so every drum you take 3 seconds to inspect lah.
Yeah, that's for the visual inspection.
Okay. So you hope to actually speed it up to, I don't know, 1.5 seconds. I don't know.
If let's say we can speed up, that will be the best.
Okay.
And the main thing actually, we also we want to reduce the stress of our operator. Because as a manual operator, and you have to look at the drum continuously, your eyes feel tired and your back.
Yeah, that's right.
So
it's a very
that can help us and detect it, and there'll be something that form of alarm that there's something inside this drum.
Yeah.
So you just sort it out, then the rest without problem you can continue.
Yeah. Well, sounds like a very good, what you call it, a technology that can help very intense labor. That's great. Okay, a question from Jose. It says, in addition to detergent, do you use other chemicals?
That is, I think, the second part. Okay.
Okay, then we can answer that maybe later.
Visual inspection, I think, visual inspection. But if let's say, I think maybe there's some worry on this equipment itself. The drum itself, it comes with different type of chemicals. Okay, internally. But once we have the drum in, before we go for the visual inspection or all this, we will have a suction to suck out all the residue as fast as possible. So there are multi-chemical, multi-lubrication oil. We have orange juice. We have sesame oil. All these things.
Wow, you had me at orange juice, man. Sounds very delicious. Okay, thank you, Gilbert. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of tough questions for you guys today. I don't know why the audience wants to cut you, but here we go. A question from Rachel. It says, will Jurong barrels be able to supply the defect images for machine model training? And how many of the defect images can you provide?
Defect images. Okay. We can supply defect images on the reject of this contamination or this rubbish. Okay, that provided what type of defect is Rachel talking about?
Probably she wants enough samples, right, to train her AI, or the the software to spot all the rubbish and all that, yeah.
No problem.
So I suppose you can give them.
That's when there's down the road when things go down, then we can coordinate to provide more detail on this.
Okay. So Rachel, the message is Gilbert says no problem. He'll give it to you if you are a finalist or a winner. Okay. So that's a promise. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Wow. We have a very tough question from Naresh. Naresh seems to be very, very skeptical about this challenge, but never mind. Naresh will take a question. How would automation help over human physical checks? Since I assume the drums will need to be opened in order to check them. What do you say to that, Gilbert and Jerome?
Maybe automation can help in reducing human error. That's the first point. The second point, as we mentioned before, we don't want our colleague to bend over to check. Like if one day we can do 800 drums, they have to bend 800 times.
Okay, understand totally. Yeah, you have to reduce the manual labor, the hard physical labor part. Okay.
Something if there's a technology that allows them to check while standing, I think it will help. Even if it's 3 seconds, what they are doing now.
Can make it more efficient by speeding up the process, as Gilbert pointed out. Okay. The next question from next question from Jing Yi is actually similar to what we had just now. So basically, she's asking whether you provide the sample images to train the machine. So I think basically the answer is yes, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you. So Jing Yi, I hope you got answer. Okay, and let's see, a question from Joel again. Oh, what happens when you find rust in the drums?
If it's small area, we'll try to wash it away. If those that's unable to wash, we will scrap the drum. We will sell to scrap metals. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I think maybe Joe sees a business opportunity there. Okay. Good news for you, Joe. Okay. Up next, question from let's see. We have a question from Kamyu, and it says, Kamyu Chan. It says, what is the smallest and largest dimension of the rubbish it is expected to detect? Oh, that's a very good question. So, what's the smallest piece of rubbish you expect to detect, and what's the largest piece of rubbish we can expect to detect?
Okay. I think average sizes you can see on the photo in the bottom, the second photo. Okay, the smallest size that we have, I think it will be able to become at least of 5 to 10 mm.
5 to 10, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what's the largest piece of rubbish you have ever found in the drums?
Oh, okay. The largest piece, it covered the whole surface.
Wow, what was that? A plastic bag or something? A paper or something?
Plastic bag, is glove, and the strap frame that they wrap the drum, they just squeeze in. So it it's just a pool of rubbish.
Okay, so it can be quite a large piece of rubbish as well. Okay,
yes,
that's great. Okay, question from Jose about cleaning. I think we can keep Jose's question for the next round. And then question for Anonymous. What is the environment like at the inspection of the drums? The environment when you inspect the drums. Can you all share on this?
Environment actually is normal room temperature.
Room temperature, okay.
We don't have under cold room, so it's just an open space.
Okay, open space
Yeah.
Under shelter, I hope.
Yes.
Okay. So they won't, so rest assured, Anonymous, they won't tekan you by making you stand in the sun.
That is why automated inspection and to detect all the defects is very important, which we want to ease our operator stress.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Okay, I think we have one more question from Edmund for this particular challenge, and it says, do you prefer a fixed solution or a mobile solution?
We will prefer to have a fixed solution and certain mobile solution as well.
Okay. So I guess it depends on when, if Emma is a finalist, then you can discuss the final terms of the ideal solution with him. Okay. In the meantime, we leave it open, Emma. So basically a mix of a fixed and a mobile solution. Yeah. Okay, Kelvin, we'll answer your question probably after this session. Don't worry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can move on to the second challenge from Jurong barrels and drums. So I'd like to invite Gilbert and Jerome to share on the second challenge.
So for the second challenge, right, we are looking for automation process to remove the label stickers on the drums. So you can see there are some stickers on the drums from this photo here. Okay, so if you look on the right side, so the issue faced is not all the label stickers are placed in the same location. There are some at the top, there are some squeezed all the way on the bodies of the drums. So the second issue that we face, right, not all the drums that we collected are of the same size, same height. So this is another issue, like precision engineering will be ruled out if all the drums have to be the same size and same height. So if you can see from the photo, right, there are some drums without grooves at all. There are some with 4 or 3 grooves. So these are the challenges that we face. So let me go back to the height. Okay, so these are some of the range of the heights and size of the drums that we measure, but in general, the circle at the top, which we have access, are almost the same. So it's just the height and the size of the top that are different. Okay.
Let me elaborate further. Okay, I think Singapore is an international trading hub, and most of what Singapore have come from all around the world. So every individual country, they have their own standard design. With Singapore taking, that's why over here you see many different type of drum, many different type of design. Okay, so a single reading machine may not be able to read the different type of design drums.
Okay, so guys, do you have any more slides to present to the audience?
No, we are ready for Q&A.
Oh, you're ready for a question? Wow, you guys are very on the ball. Direct to the questions straight away. Okay, let me look at the questions on the floor right now. So in the meantime, just to clarify, this challenge is actually, the problem statement is, how might we improve the cleaning process through automated assessment and detection of the reconditioned industrial drums? Okay, so it's about how to improve the cleaning, right, of the drums in the best way possible. So we've okay, so there was a question from Rachel just now which we didn't quite answer, but now we can answer. So Gilbert and Jerome, what are some of the glue, the adhesives used in the sticker labels that they have to remove? Yeah.
Okay, to remove the label present moment, we are using xylene, or what I call it, the thinner base. Okay.
What sort of glue are we looking at? It's not a normal kind of stationary glue that we use for letters and, and envelopes.
There are normal stationary glue. They are what I call it, based on the sticker itself. There are paper sticker. There are decal sticker. Okay, they are plastic sticker.
Okay.
These are the few of them. So how we remove it? What are the type of glue? Really can't tell, because it's originally when we collect the drum, it's already on there.
Okay, so Richard, I hope you understand that there's a variety of glue used in all the labels used on different kinds of drums. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. A question from Jose. I think we were keeping this for this round. Okay. So Jose is asking, do you use a conveyorized system for cleaning and inspection?
There are part of it conveyor, part of it manual. I will consider it fully manual for the initial sticker removing.
Okay. All right. So Jose, I hope that answers the question. Jose is back with another question and says, can you submerge the drums in water? That sounds like a very quick solution. Does it work?
It's a good option. The drum can be submerged into the water, not an issue.
Okay. So it can be submerged in water, okay.
But
that's great.
Might have to be considered that it not wet the area.
Okay. So how do we solve this conundrum lah? So can submerge in water, but don't make it wet. Don't wet the area lah. Okay. Okay, that's a tough one. That calls for another that calls for another business challenge on OIP. Maybe we invite you back in call 12, like we can have this challenge as well. Okay, thank you. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe we can. Okay, Winston is asking a question that I think you sort of briefly mentioned. You sort of briefly answered before, but maybe for the benefit of all our audience, right, we can actually ask this again. So, how are the stickers currently removed? Maybe you can describe in detail, Gilbert.
Okay.
How are the stickers currently removed?
How are we removing the sticker?
That's right. Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Once we get the drum, okay, we will have a hand scrubber. It's just like something like a scrubber knife. We'll scrub against the label and pull the label out or tear the label out. Okay. After the label is tear out, then we'll use a thinner to clean on the surface to remove the fountain. That means the glue. Okay. So if let's say certain label when we tear, halfway the label give way, those certain tear parts stick at the drum. Then we'll apply thinner on the sticker surface and soften it, or try to do have some chemical reaction on the bond. Then we'll use a scrubber to scrub it out. So rather, if human is just a straightforward, simple process, get a scrubber, try to remove by hand the label.
Okay.
Now.
So, Gilbert, on average, how long does it take for a typical employee to remove stickers from a typical drum, roughly?
For a typical employee to remove the sticker, timing it varies from about 2 minutes to 8 minutes or to 10 minutes. Sorry.
Okay. Wow, that sounds very backbreaking work, very tough work, I must say. Yeah.
It's very tough.
Okay, so Winston, yeah. Okay, Winston, I hope that answered your question. Okay, from Anonymous, this question is, what is Jurong Barrel's priority when it comes to the removing of the stickers? So I suppose what's the number one priority for you for removing the stickers? Is it to make it very fast or make it very clean, or something in between? Yeah.
Is to make it very fast and very clean.
Okay, so basically must be very fast and very clean.
Removing the sticker.
Okay. Okay. That's great. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, this question from Anonymous. So approximately how many drums must you clean per day? Yeah.
My per day record is about average 1,002.
Wow. To remove the stickers and all that, to clean. Wow. That is a lot, huh? Wow, very bad working, I must say. Okay. Okay, Jose is back with another question, and Jose is asking, can we use plasma in cleaning and removing stickers? Plasma. Wow, I'm not even sure whether it's the same plasma as our plasma TVs, but yeah.
We need to know what type of plasma process. Is the,
yeah. Okay, in that case, I'll invite Jose to pose a follow-up question about what kind of plasma are you referring to, Jose? You can type in right now and we'll try to answer it before the session ends.
I think whether it's to use a plasma or any other equipment, the main target is to remove the sticker and make the drums clean.
Yeah, and in a very safe way, I suppose.
There's the idea that if you need to remove the sticker, then it will cause the paint to be removed. If let's say paint are going to be removed, then the whole side drums surface, all the paint have to be removed.
Okay. So make sure you don't peel out the paint. If not, it will be quite legit to remove the paint as well on the floor. Yeah. Okay. James has a question about: do you repaint the drums after removing the labels?
Yes.
Okay. So okay, and then James
actually removal of label sticker is one of the first few steps that the drums go through in our reconditioning process. So after we remove the label sticker, we will send the drum for washing interiorly and exteriorly.
Okay. Thank you, Sarong. And okay, Anonymous is asking, are the drums mostly metals? Are there any plastic drums?
We are looking initially in the steel drums, or say metal drums. We also have plastic drums.
Okay, you have plastic drums as well. Okay, so the solution must be able to handle plastic drums as well as metal drums. Okay, I think we have one last question from James. He's asking, if you repaint the drums, right, do you sandblast away the old paint?
No, we do not sandblast away the old paint.
Okay, answer is no. Okay, thank you.
Remove the sticker and at mid of the removing sticker, there are some paints that being peeled off. that will cause the consistency, surface smoothness. So if let's say that cause there's something like a step, once you do a repaint, then you will see a step after the repainting. So if let's say there's paint being removed, then you will think that you should remove the whole side surface of the drum.
Okay.
The even surface.
Okay. Wow. Sounds like a very complicated process, I must say. Okay, thank you, Gilbert. Okay, I'm going to ask one more question from the floor, and this comes from Jin Da, and it says, is it acceptable if we make if we cause light damage, scratches, etc., to the drum surface during the sticker removal? Is it okay to cause light damage? In other words, what do you guys say to this?
Okay, light damage like scratches, all this, it will not have much issue. That's okay.
Okay. So basically, you close one eye to light damage,
not say the close one eye.
Just kidding, just kidding.
We practice want to give our customer the best quality, even if
best quality,
it's usable and we call.
Okay. So basically, best condition as possible. So try not to cause any damage. Okay. I hope that answered the question from Chintala. Okay. I think that's it. Wow, we guys had quite a lot of questions to answer in this very short time. So thank you very much, Gilbert and Jerome, for taking all the questions. I believe there's a lot of strong interest in both your problem statements, both your business challenges. So I look forward to all the exciting submissions for your two problem statements on the OIP. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Gilbert and Jerome from Jurong Barrels and Drum. Thank you, guys. I look forward to seeing you again soon. All right. Bye-bye.